Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Breakfast English Podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Mark. Today, we're talking about weekends. Funny how 2 days can feel so short, or sometimes too long.
Sometimes I wake up on Monday and think, wait, was there even a weekend?
Yes, it's like it disappears. For me, weekends are usually split in two. Saturdays are more active, errands, meeting friends, getting out of the house. Sundays are quiet, almost protected.
Protected is a good word. Sundays feel fragile. If I plan too much, they stop feeling like Sundays.
Exactly. But I've noticed that people around us treat weekends very differently.
Oh, yes. I have a friend who travels almost every weekend. Trains, small towns, new places, even short trips.
I know someone like that too. I always wonder where they get the energy.
Same. And then I have another friend, total opposite. Every Saturday is gaming day. He stays home, plays video games for hours, orders food, no social plans at all.
Honestly, that sounds like a perfect weekend for some people.
Absolutely, no judgment. And then there are people who spend every weekend visiting family.
Yes, one of my colleagues goes to a nearby town every Sunday to see his parents. For him, weekends are family time, not rest time.
It's interesting how rest means different things. For some people, rest is being alone. For others, it's being with people.
Culture plays a big role too. I have a friend in Spain, and his weekends are very social. Long lunches, late dinners, people meeting outside.
That reminds me of Italy. When I visited, weekends felt slower but louder. Morning markets, people talking everywhere, very alive.
Yes, and late breakfasts. Meanwhile, in some countries, Sundays are very quiet. Shops closed, empty streets.
Where I live, Sundays feel almost sleepy. People stay home, drink coffee, watch movies.
Which brings us to the small joys of weekends.
Oh, yes. Even when weekends are busy, there are little things that make them better.
For me, it's coffee. Not rushed coffee, real coffee.
Coffee without checking the time.
Exactly. And a walk without headphones sometimes. Just walking.
I love that. For me, it's evenings. A simple dinner, a familiar TV show, nothing new, nothing stressful.
Of course, weekends also have their dark side.
Cleaning.
Traffic.
Long to-do lists that follow you from Friday.
Sometimes I feel like weekends are just unpaid work days.
That's when the big question appears. Should we plan weekends or keep them spontaneous?
I'm clearly on the spontaneous side.
I know, and I'm somewhere in the middle. Planning helps me relax, but too much planning kills the mood.
For me, planning creates pressure. If I don't do everything on the list, I feel like I failed my weekend.
That's true. But without a plan, I sometimes waste time and feel disappointed.
So maybe the perfect weekend is a mix.
A loose plan, like intentions, not rules.
I like that. Very diplomatic.
Thank you. You know, when I think about it, weekends were very different when we were kids.
Oh, yes. They felt endless.
No schedules, no planning. Just going outside, playing, coming home when it got dark.
And now we need weekends to recover from weekdays.
But we also create little rituals now.
Definitely. My Sunday evening ritual is simple. Music, low lights, preparing mentally for Monday.
Mine is writing a short list for the week. Not a big plan, just enough to feel calm.
I think those rituals save weekends. They give them meaning.
You know, something else crossed my mind while we were talking.
Let me guess. Another deep weekend thought?
Maybe, but I was thinking, weekends didn't always exist like this.
That's true. At some point in history, people didn't really have weekends.
Exactly. For a long time, people worked almost every day. No 2-day break. Maybe 1 day off if they were lucky.
And then the idea of the 5-day work week slowly appeared. 2 days to rest, work, live a little.
Which now feels very normal to us, almost untouchable.
Yes, we complain about weekends being too short, but imagine having only one free day.
Or none at all. I think that's why weekends feel so valuable. They're not just free time. They're something people fought for.
That's a good point. And now we're at another interesting moment.
You mean flexible work?
Exactly. Remote jobs, 4-day work weeks, people choosing their own schedules.
Sometimes it feels like the idea of weekends is changing again.
I agree. If you work from home, the line between weekdays and weekends can disappear.
Yes, one day feels like another, and suddenly you have to create your own weekend feeling.
Which brings us back to rituals.
Exactly. Without a clear break, weekends become a mindset, not just days on a calendar.
Do you think weekends will look different in the future?
I think so. Maybe fewer people will wait for Saturday to rest. Maybe rest will be spread across the week.
That sounds nice in theory, but I wonder if we'll miss the shared feeling, everyone relaxing at the same time.
Yes, there's something comforting about knowing that others are also slowing down.
Parks are full, cafes are busy, cities breathe differently.
I hope we don't lose that completely.
Maybe weekends will become more personal, different for everyone, but still important.
Whatever happens, I think people will always need a pause.
A moment to stop, reset, and remember that life isn't only work.
That sounds like a perfect definition of a weekend.
That feels like a good place to stop.
Before we finish, let's take a short break and talk about some words and expressions we use today.
Yes, just to make things a little clearer, especially if you're learning English.
We already mentioned the word ritual. Let's start there.
A ritual is something you do regularly, often in the same way.
It doesn't have to be serious or religious. It can be very simple.
Like having the same breakfast every Sunday, or watching a movie on Friday night.
Another word we used is errands.
Errands are small tasks you do outside your home.
For example, going to the supermarket, the post office, or the bank.
People often say, I run errands on Saturday morning.
We also talked about weekends being busy or quiet.
A busy weekend means you have many plans and things to do.
A quiet weekend means you stay home, relax, and don't do much. Another useful expression is to slow down.
It means to do things more calmly and with less stress.
Weekends are a good time to slow down after a busy week. We also use the word spontaneous.
If something is spontaneous, it's not planned.
You decide in the moment based on how you feel. One more expression we used is to reset.
To reset means to start fresh or prepare for a new beginning.
Many people use weekends to reset before a new week.
And we'll finish with one idiom that fits today's topic perfectly.
To recharge your batteries.
This means to rest and get your energy back.
For example, I need a calm weekend to recharge my batteries.
People often use this idiom when talking about weekends or vacations.
Before we go, let's leave our listeners with something to think about.
After listening, write in the comments, what is one small, maybe unusual thing that makes your weekend feel like a weekend?
Not a big plan, just one small detail.
We'd love to read your answers.
Thanks for spending this time with us. Thank you for listening to the Breakfast English podcast.
See you next time.
Bye.